What's up, boys? Am I mugging? Who am I mugging right now? Hey, Lebo Black man, how you guys doing? Listen, bro, the hypergamy graph. Everyone has seen it. We've seen it on podcasts. We've seen it on graphics on BP channels, Rehab Room, Facing LMS. Everyone, the Red Pill uses it. Everyone has been showing me this graph, the hypergamy graph. Right? Hypergamy, this word, hypergamy. What does it mean to be hypergamous? What is it actually? And what is wrong with the graph? That's what you came here for, right? And I promised you I'm going to give you that answer, right? But stay with me. The hypergamous graph, I want to actually give you a clue so we can both uncover this together, right? Now let me give you the clue. Now the hypergamous graph, I'm gonna try like put it on the wall right there. Like I'm gonna try stand right here in the middle, and I'm gonna have it right here on the left and right here on the right. Okay. Now what? Now we're gonna go through this. Okay. On the right, we can see the male graph. Okay. The male graph, as you can see, it starts from 1 until 10. Okay. And obviously, right, it shows the woman on the left, right, going towards the highest mate possible. Okay, but notice something. There's something wrong with this graph that I have here. There's something wrong, gents. What is it? Let me give you a clue. Is it possible for a woman to be a 1? I'll say it again. Is it possible for a woman to be a 1? Let me give you an example. There's a homeless woman, okay? And put her in a room of 10 males, successful males, let's just say. And let's say she's a 1, okay? And like let's not even put her in a room of successful men. Let's put her in a room, right, in a pool of men who are in this category from 1 until 10. Okay, I'm sure you guys know where I'm going, right? So imagine a room with men, right, 1 until 10. One, the ugliest motherfucker you can even think of, crooked teeth. I was about to mention race. Okay, but like all of that, right? All those things, height, whatever you think of someone who's ugly, think about someone who you really, if you're looking about, if you're thinking about me, hey, don't you think about me, boy, I'm not a 1. But think about that, right? Think about from 1 to 10, okay? And then think about all those men. Then think about, your 10, who that, probably like Brad Pitt, you know what I'm saying, Tom Brady or something like that, you know what I'm saying? That's a 10, right? And you have one, let's say maybe he's homeless. Let's say the one, let's say their levels, coins. Okay, actually, let's just leave it with looks because let's just leave it with looks, right? But the hypergamous graph also includes status and money and all that. So let's actually include it to make it more fair. Okay, so let's include it, right? So from 1 to 2, so from 1 to 10. So the 1 is a homeless man. He's homeless. He's ugly. He's the ugliest motherfucker you can think of. Think about the ugliest motherfucker you can think of, right? And then up to 10, he's got rich status, Tom Brady, Brad Pitt, you know the yada, right? And then think on the left, right? On the left, right, we're gonna have woman. A woman who's a 1. Think about a woman who's a 1. Think about how ugly she is, right? Think about maybe, any human that exists right now. Okay? Is she two-faced? I mean not two-faced. Um, I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm not a bad person. I'm not saying that, right? But I'm just saying that most men would be unattracted to a woman with two heads. Is what I'm trying to say. So I was just trying to say, like, if the woman exists, like I'm not trying to be. I'm not a bad person. Please do not come after me, okay? Like imagine she's like a dwarf, okay? Anything black, even me, race, black, whatever, right? The 1, right? And then up to 10, right? Status and everything. In whatever pool of men you put that 1 in, right? You put, let's say, a 1, 2, 3, 4. There are men who are fucking that. Okay, there is a man, right? At like 40 in that pool of men, probably about 30-40% of them are fucking that 1, given the option to fuck her if they can. Right? You understand what I'm trying to say? But take it the other way around. The man who's a 1, he's getting none. So what does that mean? Essentially, that means a woman can't ever be a 1 because that doesn't exist with a woman. They birth life, they also have a vagina. You, as a man, you have testosterone and you want the desire to have sexual intercourse. So a woman can never ever be a 1. It's impossible. This is something I discovered. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Come on. Whoop! Right? Who's with me? Who's with me, bro? Who believes what I'm saying? So a woman can never be a one. There's no woman in the world who's a one. No matter how ugly she is, there will be a man out there who wants to fuck her. But a man, he can be a one. You can put the ugliest motherfucker, homeless, whatever, and you put them into that graph. There will be a woman. You'll be very lucky, right? Maybe let's say maybe the first group of 10 women, they say no. Another group of women, they say no. Maybe after like the 50th group of women, right, who are looking at him and deciding whether they want to fuck him, maybe one will say yes. So the chances are like 1 in 50. Probably a bit better, right? But I'm just trying to like exaggerate it so you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Because if you don't exaggerate certain things, then people kind of miss it, you know. I'm putting over Andrew Tate here. don't ever say that to me. You know how he was doing with the Jack Neal podcast, where he was kind of like trying to maneuver his way around these questions, right? And how he kind of like backstabbed people, and he went against his word that he would ever stand on business when he was confronted about his behavior and actions that he does, right? So that's my whole crutch of this conversation, right? Well, that's not the crutch. It's like that's what I'm saying. So I think a woman starts at a 4, right? So you might be wondering, okay, well, how does the hypergamous graph look like then? The woman starts at 4, right? And then at 4, that's when they actually want. So, and also with with the hypergamous graph, it only has one line towards the male at the top. It doesn't actually work that way, right? With the 4, she will go for another 4, 5, 6, 7, right? But then her desire within that line is much more for the 10. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Right? So and what you'd find with like a 4, her desire, right? Most women, her desire for a 10 won't be as much as her desire for a 7. What? What are you saying, Lebo? How dare you say that? What do you mean? We don't. That's weird. What are you talking about? How can a woman who's a 4 desire a 7 more than a 10? Yep. Because the 10 is gonna create too much contrast for her. People will notice that she's much uglier to a large degree, and it will make her feel small. She'll have too much attention, right? And it's depending on the woman's character, but most humans are like this. I'm going through human nature right now. Okay, there's some women who would feel like it's an ego boost for them, but a lot of women would just feel bad internally. Okay, right? So I would say the desire would be for the 7, because the 7 is, you know, it's like, oh wow, I have this, he's a 7, and all my friends, because she's a 4, she probably has like, friends who are 6s and 7, oh yeah, they also want him too, right? And then from a 7, they desire a 10 a lot, the Beckys, right? You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. It's not as simple as that, right? So you see what I'm saying? So the hypergamous graph needs a bit of work, and I'm gonna try. Actually, let me not say I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna do this video. Let you guys decide what you guys are thinking about this video and everything like that, and then we can move forward from that point. Maybe I'm gonna create my own hypergamous graph. I wanted to say that, but I was like, oh, fuck, that's gonna require a whole lot of work, and I'm busy right now with the reaction videos and editing and all that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, boys, it's Lebo Black, man. I jumped on today just to talk about this. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and we out, man. Peace.